Good morning, everyone, from our beautiful cabin here on Ovation of the Seas. We are in Ensenada, Mexico this morning, and I woke up and I have a little bit of work to do early this morning, so we ordered some coffee. Well, that was quick. They actually just delivered it probably within 15 minutes of me calling. So we ordered some coffee. Jamie got some yogurt and a banana, and Matthew and I opted for some donuts.
Looks like we have got some very overcast skies here in Ensenada, Mexico this morning. I'm not sure if getting a little sun on the sun deck will happen, but it's kind of how it works here on the West Coast. You get clouds in the morning, and then late morning, the sun starts to break through and turns into a beautiful day. And right here in port with us is the Carnival Radiance. The funny thing is we were literally just on that ship a week ago. We had a 4-day cruise with our family and our grandkids, when you can see some of those vlogs on the channel as well if you want to take a look at them.
Well, we came up to the buffet for a proper breakfast here. So, my kind of proper breakfast, I'm going to say. So I got some bacon, a biscuit, and a donut. That looks good, a sugar donut. I had to throw in a little fruit, so I got some peaches. And look at these waffles. They're like a flower. So, and they do usually have the best waffles at sea. Those look maybe a little undercooked though, but we'll see. Anyways, Jamie got looks like some smoked salmon on a bagel. Take a look at all of his delicious plate there. He's got a whole variety going on. So now we're gonna get started, eat our breakfast, and then head out and explore the ship a little more.
Well, after breakfast, we decided to come out here and just check the weather. You know, it's been very cloudy all morning, but it's getting later in the day. It's closing in on 11 a.m. We're starting to see some blue skies, so that seems to be the trend here when you're cruising out of Los Angeles. And we saw this little place called the Fish and Chips. This looks kind of cool. Not open yet. I'm not sure what time it opens, but this little seafood thing that you got going on here, if you're into fried seafood, all right, they got a little menu here. Included in your cruise fare is going to be some fish and chips, chicken fingers, fried shrimp and chips, crispy fish sandwich, or for $12 you can get a fried lobster tail basket. Oh my God, that sounds really good. So fish and chips, it'll open a little bit later. Maybe something to look into if you're a seafood lover. This is awesome. We saw this on the first day. This is like a little lazy river, right? This water will turn around in circles and kids can just float in it. I like that they have a little separate kids area, right? Maybe that keeps a lot of the kids out of the main pool and such. Give you a little closer look to the pool area here. Now it's a port day, but this place is pretty full. Ensenada, one of those ports where not everybody gets off the ship. So you got to look at the sky bar there, the Northstar bar above it. All right, main pool filling up, pool deck filling up. People hoping to get a little sun. And we saw this yesterday. I like that they have the movie screen on the side of the ship instead of on the front or the back. Kind of neat setup there. I know a little bit forward here on the ship. It's totally enclosed, a lot warmer, a lot more humid, but plenty of chairs for relaxing. There's a few kids here, but a lot less of a kid vibe going on here. You got a nice bar right over there. Definitely a nice place to hang out. You just don't have like the breeze and the fresh air you do by the pool deck. All right, now up here on deck 14, all the way forward, you got Solarium Bistro. That's where you can enter to get food. You know, lunch, breakfast, things like that. They ought to have food out there, kind of a buffet style. And now all the way up here is just it's more of an observation lounge type of an area here. You just get comfortable, sit up here, beautiful views, you know, ceiling to floor, fully enclosed. They got a full bar up here as well. Nice vibe here. Sharon, what do you think of the solarium area here? Kind of nice?
Yeah, it's nice up here. It is a little humid because it's closed in, but this ship actually, I think they were doing Alaska before too a while back, or the Quantum, one of them. But this is a nice class of ships to do Alaska because you have this whole front end that's kind of open, and you can be out and look out, but you have coverage. So
very cool. We might have to check out the bistro area up here too for a meal.
Yeah, we can go to the bistro for breakfast.
Yeah, do they do lunch in there? I'm not sure.
They do all the meals.
Perfect. All right, we might have to check that out too. All right, so we're gonna keep exploring the ship. Soon we're gonna head down to deck 5. That's where all the action is. Hold on. I had no idea, guys. There is like a little pool area here as well. Totally missed this on the way in. Solarium pool, 18 plus in here. So that's kind of a nice feature. If you wanna get away from the screaming kids for a minute, and you get to sit in here, chill out. Again, amazing views while you're hanging out in the pool. Very nice. So it looks like we stand corrected. Breakfast and dinner here in the bistro, nothing for lunchtime. So you got about 50 other places to eat lunch. Shouldn't be a problem. But we might check out the bistro at some point. All right, so we took a jump down to deck 5, right out of the gate, right out of the elevator, I should say. You got the schooner bar here, nice setup, right? That's where you got the piano player here. Chomp's Grill over here on the starboard side of the ship. The photo gallery is up here. Again, we're in the forward part of the ship right now. So you can go look at all your pictures and things you get taken during the week. The Royal Theater is up front. We were in there last night. We saw a show. It was pretty good, pretty entertaining, great production values. I enjoyed it. Now we'll head forward a little bit. Now, if you're into shopping, a deck 4, one deck down here on the port side of the ship, all kinds of stores. They're closed today because we're in port, but usually lots of people coming in and out of here, getting their jewelry, their gold, their bling. The Prince and Green stores there too, if you want your Chotsky Royal Caribbean souvenirs. They got it all down there. All right, then we came to Azumi, Japanese cuisine, very popular place. If you're into sushi, this is the place you're gonna wanna go to. Then here's a little bit of a look here. So deck 4 is really a main area too for this promenade area. Up here looks like they got some photos going on. The Bionic Bar is right here too. Not open right now, but other times it'll be open. Lots of people dig that kind of thing here on Royal Caribbean. All right, a little bit more towards the aft part of deck 5 here, shore excursion desk.
As we're kind of walking down here on deck 5, I'm calling it kind of like the upper promenade deck. It's so weird. Walking through here, I feel like I'm walking in like through a fancy kind of resort or something. It's really, it's just beautiful in here.
Well, that's not the first time you said that. When you got on Symphony of the Seas that time, you kind of felt the same way, right? Sometimes it gives you a little bit of a hotel resort vibe versus on a cruise ship, so it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So as we go towards the aft of the ship, we're approaching an area, it's called like the Via, if I'm not mistaken. This is a really cool fixture right here. Jamie's Italian is over here to the right. It's got more of a beach restaurant vibe than an Italian restaurant. And the Levian is there for some higher end purchases. Up ahead you got Vintages, the wine bar. Also a place where they have a lot of meetups at night, whether you're looking for solo meetups, LGBTQ meetups, all that kind of stuff, solo cruiser meetups. They seem to always be here at Vintages. Right ahead when you're ready to book your next cruise, where do you go? You go to the next cruise area. I think Sharon might be going there. Sharon, will you be getting another Royal Cruise under your belt on this ship?
I probably will, because one thing I really like about purchasing the cruise next with Royal is you only have to put out $100 per person for the deposit versus the normal $250. And since Royal Caribbean promotional fares are non-refundable, I kind of like only being out $100 just in case something should happen and we would have to cancel.
All right, so back here we're getting to the 270 area. There's the cafe at 270. They have breakfast and lunch here. Closed right now. We've got a nice little area back here. They're gonna have some performances and things back here. Place you can hang out and chill too if you need to do a little work or something like that. Got a little stage up there, so very nice little area here. The 270 area here. All the way in the aft on deck 5. All right, now here's a heads up too. Next to every elevator is gonna be an LED screen that'll help you find everything you need, whether it's your cabin or what's going on around the ship. You'll get all the information going on, so these things are really handy. It's a touchscreen, and I love when they have these by all the elevators. We're on deck 4. And also deck 3, you can just barely see what looks like a roulette table down there. So we'll go down there in a minute, check out the casino. But over here we've got guest services, right? That's on the starboard side of the ship.
Oh, that's Bolero's over there. That was Bolero's in there. Look at it, looks pretty cool.
Bolero's, very nice. If you're into a little Latin thing, Bolero's will get you rocking. As we walk forward on the cruise ship, we got the port merchants here, the La Patisserie, which looks like it's a little bit of a snack place. I think they've got some coffee in here and maybe some tasty little desserts. That's why Sharon's in line over there. So they got some good little snacks right here. Right across the way, a little more shopping, Kate Spade, the collection, and then of course the Cafe Promenade right here. Cafe Promenade, a little bit of coffee, little snacks, some treats, 24 hours a day, or at least almost 24 hours a day. Look, right now you can get some sandwiches right there. Ooh, pickled relish egg salad, oh boy. Tuna and avocado, that sounds good. Got some little snacks, treats, desserts right there and such. And just a regular coffee here if you don't want to spend the big bucks on the Starbucks. And right next door to the Cafe Promenade, you got Sorrento's, that's right, Royal Caribbean's very own pizza joint. I'm not gonna see if it's the best pizza at sea. My opinion, I've had it before, it's not, but you know what, it's pretty darn good, and it's really good at about 1:30 or 2 in the morning after you leave a bar. Right here, dead center, Amber and Oak Pub, Sharon mentioned earlier. We'll take a run through there. I think they got a little menu over here. Matthew was just taking a look at. Now they do have bar bites right here, okay? Pulled pork nachos, pub pickles, the pub burger, the poutine lobster mac and cheese wedges. Holy cow. That stuff sounds pretty good. The German soft pretzel sticks. $4 extra for the bar bites. Very, very cheap, very reasonable. And looks like $8 for the pub burger. Oh, I might have to go in there and have a Paulaner. All right, I think it's time that we hit up this pub and check it out a little bit more. Nice selection of tables. They're gonna have little musicians here. Not that the musicians are little, but just a little area for the musicians, I should say. And I think it's time to grab a seat here with my boy Matthew. I've got myself an Amstel Light right here. You know, it's funny, it's a pub, right? It's a very popular place on the ship, but there's no draft beer at all. There's no draft. And at first I asked for an Amstel Light, and she said they didn't have them. Well, first I asked for a Polliner beer, which is one of my favorites that I mentioned, but oops, they were out of it. Then I asked for an Amstel Light, and she said, oh, we're out of that too. Then I ordered a Heineken, but then she opened the fridge and found one final Amstel Light, so I had that. And Matthew having a very strong Coca-Cola there. And we took a look at the menu, and Matthew, what are you going to get there? What do you get?
Went ahead and got the German soft pretzel sticks. Give those a try here on the bar bites. I do like that they have a lot of different kind of bar, like stuff you would see in an actual pub options on here. And the prices are reasonable. Obviously, you'd like stuff to be included, but if something has to cost money, I'm happy paying $4 here instead of, you know, you go to a pub and real life stuff's probably all the way up at $15-20 now. So
Absolutely right. All right, good stuff. So we're going to get a little bar food, and we'll see how it is. All right, well, Matthew's pretzel bites have arrived. Those look pretty darn good. That's a good little portion. $4. I like it. I like it a lot.
All right, while the boys are enjoying a beer and a Coke in the Amber and Oak Pub, I'm going to take you on a tour of the rest of Deck 4 here. So we have the Regalia Fine Jewelry right outside of the pub. Lots of jewelry on this ship, I noticed. A lot of jewelry stores. We have, ooh, there's a nice staircase up to Deck 5. Swarovski jewelry here. Look at that. Nice jewelry in there. And let's move on down. We have, ooh, here's the bling store. And it looks like that's where they have the inch of gold. So they'll probably have that out later when the store opens up. We are in port today in Ensenada, so everything is temporarily closed. We have the Prince and Green store. So this is kind of their logo store for Ovation of the Seas logo and Royal Caribbean logo. Lots of things in there like cups, mugs, shirts, hats. The ships, we purchased one of those ships last night. All that good stuff.
Sorry, excuse me.
And over here we have the music hall. Let's take a peek in here. This wraps all the way around, and it's quite large. There's a bar back here. It's not open right now. And I'm just going to take you down here, but as I said, it'll just wrap all the way around here. There's some pool tables back there, so that's pretty cool. Nice place to hang out. Now let's head back out. All right. It's a nice little display there. Oh wow, look at this, it's pretty cool. Lots of cool little art and decor around this ship. We have the watch door over here. All your typical brands they sell on the cruise line, with Invicta being the most popular usually. There's G-Shock, Citizen, Bulova, and a few others in there. There's sundials. This is cool, I love this. It's like a store for kids. So they have some stuffed animals there, candy, all the little toys in there you can see, like the little toy ships, kind of like little Lego type ships you can build. Jewelry, there's shirts and hats and all kinds of other logo things for kids in there. That's really cool. I'm gonna have to check that out later. And there you go, that's the other entrance to the music hall over on this side. And let's continue forward and check out the Royal Theater. Oh wow, look at this. That's really cool, all those butterflies. Oh, and before we pop over by the Royal Theater, here is one last store, and I call this the smelly store. This is a perfume shop. All kinds of perfumes and makeup and things inside there. So now let's head up here, and this is the Royal Theater. It is all the way forward. The last stop, there's some bathrooms right outside, which are really nice. It's always good to have bathrooms close to the theater. And all the way over on the other side is another entrance. Oh, and let's go inside. It's closed right now, but we're just going to take a peek inside and just get a little view. It's a beautiful large theater. All the seats kind of angle up, which is nice, so you have a good view no matter where you're sitting. As long as you're not sitting in front of one of those poles right there, you're good.
All right, well, we just got off the forward elevator, deck 3, right? All the way down on deck 3. And right here, you're entering the music hall. It's a 2-level area where bands play. It's really cool. They got a nice big bar here. You go upstairs or downstairs. I think Sharon showed you a little bit of what it looked like up there. So this is a cool place to hang out. And it is adjacent and connected to the casino right over here.
Wow, yeah, it goes right into the casino. Right.
You're not kidding.
At the back, there's slot machines.
It's almost like a casino bar.
Yeah.
So that's kind of cool. So let's take a little walk through the casino for all you casino lovers out there. Sharon's got a favorite slot game that she's been looking for. Matthew didn't see it when he was in the casino last night. So she's kind of heartbroken about that. And Matthew told us it's a pretty big casino. So far, this whole hallway area here is just slot machines and a ton of them. Sharon thinks they're rigging the machines. Don't play those tonight, that's all I'm saying. Don't play those. All right, now we got the tables here. This is what we're looking for. We got roulette there, craps over here, a bunch of other card tables, another roulette. I see another roulette in the distance. 3-card poker, ultimate hold'em right here. I know Matthew will be there. Looks like another bar up ahead.
More roulette.
More roulette right here. Let me know what's your number. If you were playing one number on the roulette table, what would it be? Let me know in the comments below. So, pretty good size. All the games are all around the outside walls, with a few exceptions. But I like it. We'll be back in here tonight to play a little and see if we'll see if the casino is nice to us. Sharon, did you find your game?
This is a big casino. There is so much, but no firecracker games, or at least that's what I call them. I call them the firecracker games.
No firecracker. You're gonna have to find another game. All right, so we're coming to the end of the casino here as we get out into another part of deck 3 here. But I like it. All right, and now we've walked all the way through the casino and we're here at the aft elevators. Now on the aft side, they've got 2 elevator banks on each side, 5 elevators, so 10 total to handle more like the midship, aft, and aft area of the ship. Forward you got 6 elevators, and in the back you've got 10. So very nice, very nice. Right now we are up on deck 14, I think, all the way at the top of the ship, and this is the Seaplex area. Now right now, the Seaplex area is kind of a whole court. Guys are getting their basketball groove on, stuff like that. There's another deck right above us where you can go up and play some video games. I see some different kinds of air hockey and some stuff like that. And then later on in the day, this is going to transform into the bumper car area. So that's going to be very cool. And back here is going to be the Sea Dog House. Or in this case, the Seaplex Dog House. But oh my gosh, what a bummer. It's not open right now. That is devastating. Just devastating.
Dog house is closed.
That stinks. I was dying for a dog. Okay.
I bet because it's a
We'll
porch.
have to get one next time.
Yeah.
All right, now let's get a little fresh air out here. And while we're here, we can say hi to Ensenada. Oh, we're on the running track,
Look at
so
that. That's cool.
we can jog here a little bit. Hello, Ensenada. Sorry we didn't get off here today, but maybe next time. And if you go all the way to the back, I think is going to be the Flow Rider, possibly?
Yes.
Flow Rider is going to be back there. So if you're into that, they're going to have that too. Looks like somebody crashed a van right over there as well. And we're going to walk forward a little bit and see what's going on by the Northstar and the pool area. Oh, well, there's a little look at the Northstar, guys. You see that big old pole going up in the air? That's a Northstar. Some folks are in there right now, and we're going to be in there in about 2 hours checking it out. So we are super excited about that. I think the best thing to do if you're going on the Northstar is go hang out at the Northstar bar. Am I right? Or am I right? And here's one more look at the pool area from the upper level. Again, you got a great spot for the kids. I really like how they have a whole kids area here on the ship. You got the pool over there. I mean, yeah, there's kids in the pool, but it's not dominated by kids. A couple of hot tubs, I see them as well. And there's that Northstar bar straight ahead. Well, it's about that time. We've walked around the ship a lot. We've shown you a lot of the ship. I hope you enjoyed that little mini tour here. And now we're going to relax here at the Northstar bar, have a drink, and get ready because in about an hour or so, we're supposed to go up in this thing. Check this out. That's right, it was there a minute ago, and now it's way up there. Oh my gosh, I'm a little nervous, but we're supposed to go up there and check it out. You think Sharon will be okay in that? I hope she is. I hope she is. All right, so if you'll excuse me, I'm going to enjoy a nice ice-cold Miller Lite, and we'll check back with you in a minute. All right, guys, that's just it. We're moments away from getting in the Northstar here. It's going to be unbelievable. We're going to walk up these stairs, get in the Northstar bubble, and see the amazing beauty of Ensenada. It's going to be fabulous.
It's our first time.
We are Northstar virgins. Whew. Okay, how you doing, buddy? Hello, hello.
Thank you.
All right, guys, we're in the Northstar right now, and we're at the lowest level. We just got in here, and we're about to go up in the air. This is going to be unbelievable. Sharon's a little worried. Hold on.
I hate heights.
Matthew's excited. Okay, we're going up. Those are our friends. If we never see him again, it was a good time. Some music will be coming.
How far down they are.
Oh my God! Oh, holy cow! Wow, look at that. That escalated quickly.
Literally.
That really did. This is awesome. And now what happens? It spins around, goes upside down. We don't go upside down, do we? Upside down? Perfect. Okay, we're all the way at the top now. We may or may not be freaking out. We're very high in the air. And now this thing is like spinning around or something. It's a little crazy. Look at that view. Oh my gosh. There's our friends way down there. Oh boy. All right, here we are. Down there you've got the Flow Rider, okay? Right here, way in the aft of the ship. Hello, Carnival Radiance. We see you over there. And right here you've got the iFly. There's no one there now, but soon enough the next group's gonna come. And in the next group, guys, is our boy Matthew from Sharon and Travel. Okay, here we go, here we go. There's Matthew. Looks like he's number 3. He'll either be the third one or the third to last one. All right, here's the instructor, right? He's just showing off right now. He's just showing off. Just showing off. He said, look how easy it is. All right, guys, here goes Matthew right here. Uh-oh, big tall guy. Let's see what he can do. Let's see what he can do. There he goes. Attaboy, attaboy. Look at that, awesome. Way to go, Matthew, way to go.
So they have all kinds of fun things to do here in the Seaplex during the day. Right now they're doing roller skating. Earlier they were playing basketball in here. It's a large basketball court when it's set up for that. And if you look up above there, up on the next level, there's several ping pong tables. It looks like down the ways. Up there, there's an air hockey table. So much to do. And you can see the bumper cars down there. Later, we're going to be doing the bumper cars here. So lots to do here on the Seaplex. And there's a Seaplex dog right there. So if you need a hot dog, you get hungry, it's right there.
All right, well, I got a little update for you here from the bumper car situation. I am on the sidelines waiting for Matthew and Sharon to go. Looks like they're going to be in the next set of cars. Guys, it's crazy. So it's about a 3-minute ride, but there are people waiting an hour and a half to 2 hours in line. The line goes all the way around the entire track here. It's crazy. There's Matthew and Sharon getting on there right now. There they are. Let's see what cars they get. Matthew just went for a blue car right there. Sharon went for the yellow one. Number 7, Matthew's number 7. Sharon is 73. Okay, this is very exciting. Okay, here we go. Okay, there we go. Uh-oh. Where's Matthew going? Is he gonna hit Sharon? Are they gonna collide? Oh, there they go. Here we go. Oh, yes. Oh, Sharon is hitting Matthew from behind. That's unfair. All right, the fun part, you got to build up a little speed and you really got to collide with somebody here. That's a good time. Come on, Sharon. Oh, Matthew just hit on a lady over there. Blue on blue violence right there. Uh-oh. Oh, boy. Sharon's mixing it up over there. Uh-oh. Boom! Oh, that was a great one right there. Oh, my gosh.
All right, so we just got back from bumper cars. Had a blast doing that. Wait was pretty long, though. One thing we noticed was that there were some guests who were key guests who were able to bypass the line a little bit. So if you are a key guest, you might have that benefit for that activity and other activities. Otherwise, like the rest of us, you'll be waiting in the line there. But otherwise, had a blast. We're heading to dinner here in the main dining room. It's going to be a good night.
Well, we finally made it to dinner. We were a little late. The bumper cars took a little longer than expected, but they were a lot of fun. And our great table mates waited for us, so they kind of stalled the service off, I think. Anyways, I'm looking at the menu. The menu's not quite as good as last night, but I'm sure they'll find something on here. It looks like it has a little bit of a Mexican vibe to it, probably because we were in Ensenada today.
All right, well, we got into the club here in the after the ship for the Spectra's Cabaret. We got decent seats. It's a little bit of an odd setup, right? It's more of a big lounge area. So there's a lot of spots where there's not great seating. There's a bunch of big lamps and stuff. I'll show you really quick. I know, you're like, Jamie, shut up and just show us what you're talking about. All right, so down there's a bar, so that's cool. We've got drinks ordered. All right, you see the Spectra's Cabaret, but right smack dab in the middle there, if you look along the way here, there's like these lamps and stuff like that. So it's not a perfect view, but I hope it's going to be okay. Anyway, that's the deal. That's what we're doing next. We got the big show, Spectra's Cabaret.
Well, that was an interesting show, Spectra's Cabaret. I will say, I don't even know what to make of it. I didn't quite understand it. Parts of it I kind of wanted to fall asleep, and other parts it was just very confusing. I don't even know what to say. I'm going to give it like a 3. It was in the 270s kind of theater type room, and that was probably not the place for it because the stage was down low. I mean, unless you're in the front row, you couldn't see half of the show. So the location is not really conducive to that show on top of it. So anyways, so we're going to recover from that. We are going to head to the casino, finish up the night, kind of test our fates, and then head to bed. I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell so you get notified when we post new content. So thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next video.